Yes! My name is Nick Vaka. It's such a pleasure to be able to bask in the bright, shining glow of so many shining stars tonight. When I was your age, I knew exactly what I wanted to be when I grew up, and that was a long time ago. Clearly, you can see all the white in my beard. Now I want to ask around the room, I want to see what other people want to be when they grow up. In fact, I'm going to come down. Is it okay if I come down? I'm still very limber. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a vet.
A veterinarian. That's a great profession. My wife was actually a licensed veterinary technician. Who else? Okay, we'll do you, then we'll do you. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a veterinarian.
You want to be a veterinarian. I heard about broadcasting, journalism, and chess. I didn't hear about veterinarians. And how about you, veterinarian?
No, I want to be a lawyer.
A lawyer? Wow. Oh no, who did that? Shout out to all the lawyers in the crowd. One more, we can do one more. Let's see here. We're gonna go back a little bit. You look like you really want to tell me what you want to be when you grow up.
I want to be a manager.
A manager? What do you want to manage?
Like Lexus.
Like Lexus? That's very cool. You can be a project manager, you can manage a car dealership, whatever you want. All right, these are all great answers, by the way. I want to tell you a little bit about what I wanted to be when I grew up. But I want to do it as sort of a challenge. I want to see if anybody can guess what I wanted to be when I grew up. I'm going to give you a hint. It was not mentioned, and it's actually a toss-up between two different things. Who has a guess? Oh, we got a guess over here. You know what? Hold on. I completely climbed back up too soon. Let's see here. What's your guess?
A doctor.
A doctor. No, I don't have the patience for that. Get it? I don't have patience. All right, you.
Explorer.
A what?
Explorer.
An explorer. Close. Very close. How about you?
A lawyer.
A lawyer? No. Nobody wants me representing them. I look like I belong on the other side of the stage. All right, so these are all pretty good guesses. I'm going to take one more. What do you got?
I just want to. Is it like related with like business or something?
It is not.
That's all I want.
Okay. All right, one more, but it's got to be one more.
Engineer.
Not an engineer, not quite. So the two things I wanted to be when I grew up, it was a toss-up between an astronaut and a comedian. You see, that response makes me feel like I made it. Spoiler alert, I did not become an astronaut. Turns out I've always just been way too grounded. Okay, maybe I didn't make it, I'm sorry. So what did I actually end up doing? Well, what I actually ended up doing was pretty cool. I actually make videos for the internet, which in this day and age is something that a lot of people grow up wanting to do, especially in a program like SEM. Whoa. Mr. Vaka, you need to stay away from the front of the speakers. Sorry. Oh my goodness. All right, so I could tell you all about it. Basically, I'm a motion graphics artist, I'm a video editor, I'm an art director, and that means that I take ideas and turn those into animations, commercials, and tell stories in a fun and unique way. And I could tell you all about how that works, or I can just go to my good friend over here and have them play the video on the slide, and you can just get a sample of the type of work that I do. Fun, right? A little bit of corporate stuff, a little bit of explainery stuff, a little bit of stop motion animation. I had to learn origami to do that. So now I know what you're wondering. How does somebody go from wanting to be a wisecracking astronaut or a comedian, to making videos for a living? Well, when I went to college, I decided that I wanted to pursue my passion, which was video games. Unfortunately, it was playing video games. When I got into college, I discovered that it was a lot of drawing, it was 2D character animation, it was 3D character animation. While those are all things I could do, it just wasn't work that I particularly enjoyed. And that's when I found a course called Intro to TV Graphics in that same program, and I was introduced to Adobe After Effects. And After Effects showed me a whole new way to tell stories that was intuitive and powerful. It actually introduced me to the concept of motion graphics. Now, I also learned a valuable lesson through this experience, and that was this. And I'm going to tell this to anybody here who's pursuing a creative field. You can't just love the product that you're creating. You have to learn to love the process in creating it, because that's the majority of how you are going to spend your time when you're working in a creative field. And it's the same for any creative field. It could be baking, it could be coding, it could be video production, it could be writing bad jokes that are poorly rehearsed. Not that I would know anything about that. You see, I was lucky to find that class, but it took a lot of time and it took a lot of money. And that's why programs like the school-wide enrichment model are so amazing. You guys get exposed to these industries right now before you have to stake valuable time away from family or a job, before you have to stake money, like real money, to pursue these class credits. You get intros to journalism, you get introduced to video production, you get introduced to crafting and chess. You guys have a chess program, that's incredible. And it's actually how I ended up with Functional Training Zone, was through programs like this one. Functional Training Zone brought me in to produce a video promoting what they do and how they work with students. And then they kept me and other people like me around so that we could show students the work, so we could show them what to expect in the day-to-day, what their career ladder looks like, and even how much they're going to get paid doing what they want to do, and deciding before they make a major commitment whether or not it's the right path. Find what lights your spark, get your hands on it, and then pursue it. Now, before I go, I know everybody wants to get on with their evening. Nobody likes a windbag, Mr. Vaka. I want to leave you with this. I want everybody to think about something that you're really, really good at. Something that you're really interested in, or something that you're very curious about. Is everybody thinking about that thing? I swear I'm not going to go around the room and call on people again. So think about that thing. And I want you to visualize it like a little point of light right in front of you, okay? And now what I want you to do is I want you to reach out, I want you to grab that thing. You don't have to tell anybody what it is, but you hold on to it. And now on the count of 3, together, we're going to throw that thing up into the sky. Are you ready? Is everybody ready? I see lots of fists. They're either coming to beat me up or they're ready to do this. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Remember where you threw that. Look up. That's your star. You are going to have to reach for it and grab it one day. And I can't wait to see what happens when you do. Thank you so much, Whittier Elementary. Let's get ready for Comedy Road